My name is Ryan, and welcome back to Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Alright, I think this party is ready to go back out. I think it could be. The blood diamond I was going to put on Kyle. Do I really, am I married to having Kyle in the third position? Not really, to be entirely honest with you. Should I change their positioning then? So you've got the extra resistance. So yeah, I think I do just leave Moms in the front line and then Disnamir in the second. That said, Disnamir in the second only has the ability to use Maim when you move forward. So it seems like I probably invert the order there. And you don't even have the ability to move yourself backwards. Nor does Moms have the ability to move themselves forwards. So this extra resistance, unfortunately, equipment can't be taken away from a character. At the very least, if it can, I don't understand how to do it yet. So I can't take this ears necklace off and just put it on Disnamir, which is where I ideally would have it at this point in time. That's okay, though. Okay, one extra talent. Not looking to invest that right now. Yeah, I think we're just going to the next combat. The next combat could be an elite combat if I wanted to go for that one right now, but I think I'm going to go around this side. That elite combat is probably where I'm going to use my bundle of dynamite just to lower everyone's vigor at the start of at the start of the combat. All right, let's hit this battle over here. A lot of block out on that field. Will these enemies move often? No, they will move a little though.
Impale this wretch.
Not enough that I feel it's worth changing any of my own playstyle around it. I still think I probably focus on the swordsman here first. Just because those start to get to hit very, very ugly numbers really, really quickly. Yeah, I wish Moms had the other upgrade rather than this one. Be significantly better for us at this point in time. I mean, I can Splintering March right now. I always get screwed up on the accuracy here. Never mind, yeah. I was about to say, never mind, it hit all the targets, but no, it still missed a target. I always end up missing someone with that. That's really, really distressing, actually.
This will be yours.
Crit my own unit. Good work, me. Okay.
Impale this wretch.
I'm gonna go for another fortitude right there, if you don't mind. If you do, I'm still doing it. Alright, swordsman. You're down to 43 at this point. I should have the ability to kill you in the next round before you get your next action off. Uh-oh. So it now has redirect at any cost. After taking damage, the swordsman counterattacks, dealing 125% damage to the minion who damaged them. Redirects all attacks and debuffs from the target to self. So I can't hit either of those targets right now. Okay, Robsha has the ability to hit the backline, but unless I crit, yeah, I'm just gonna get blocked. It's fine. I guess Plague Cloud on the back line for the possibility that it instant kills the target. Okay, we're actually getting some serious stress damage out on the enemies, despite the fact that we're not really trying to focus on that. Again, the Protect at Any Cost is happening right now, but Protect at Any Cost is currently happening until, it says until the end of combat, which is mortifying. I'm extremely hopeful that is not actually the case. Yeah, no, it's still active. That's a problem. Also, it has repent or die, so when this character dies, the Doomsayer and all allies heal vigor and sanity. So obviously I don't want to do that. So I can like sacrifice moms right now and then reanimate a skeleton immediately, but I don't really want to do that if I can avoid it at all. I'm gonna put another trap down in the same position just to continue stressing out that target if I can. I hate that you don't get to riposte attacks that trigger your stance against attacks that don't actually hit. Feels like you should still be able to. Just gonna have Disneyman just heal up a little bit here in the front line. After taking damage. I'm wary as to whether or not that is going to count stress. Because stress damage, right? I think it will count stress. Do I have to kill you entirely with counterattacks at this point? Oh, that's going to be tragic if we do. Oh, God. Yeah, I think I have to bail and kill moms myself if I get the opportunity now. Wow, you just put repent or die on a target that I was already... Oh, that's so mad. Alright. I'm gonna sacrifice moms, so sorry. I didn't move! What did you do? I didn't move! I guess I used a move that would have moved me, but my character never moved. Feels like that's a little bit rude. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna try and kill the swordsman as quickly as possible here now. Before that swordsman gets another repent or die.
This is what 1,000 years of evolution looks like. Yeah.
Penetrates through all the... I hate that I'm actually, like, losing a unit basically every fight at this rate, if not two. That just feels like it's, you know, doomed. But again, that makes, like, looter narrative sense for this game. Not the doom, but the losing units constantly. That makes sense. And I'll just collect that. And another one down. Beautiful. And we're just left with the Doomsayer. As long as I can get past the first floor, I think we'll be able to get more stuff going on. Okay. Hey! That crit actually made the enemy skip their turn. Beautiful. Absolutely lovely. I think I'm gonna just move forward. Fire through my own character. And continue the pot shots until dead. Or very near dead, then they want to escape. Alright, beautiful. Definitely go for the heal here. Any of my other characters can commit this kill, that's fine. It should be one of my other characters, though. Okay. Right over us. Got him. Whew.
A predictable outcome.
Decent loot. Decent loot. Maddening amulet. That is, if enemies have sanity of 85% or lower, they have a chance to immediately become insane. We also have a smoke bomb for negative 15 accuracy until the end of combat to a unit. Neat. That said, we are short now one skeleton. Damn. So, like, my understanding is you're supposed to lose those garbage units in the early game, and as you lose those garbage units, you gradually replace them with better units. But, like, I don't want to lose all of my resources in order to build a new skeleton. Like, what do I even have right now? Skulls, just one Better skull, that's rough. 2 bones that could be useful. Could even join them to get them useful. I kind of want to only have targets with legendary equipment, because legendary equipment is where the stats get really significant, but also legendary equipment is so expensive. So if I was building armor, I could actually build you a pretty good piece of armor as well. Could build you a pretty good weapon. All right. I'm going to make a skeleton that is kind of good, and I'm very, very hopeful that it's worth it.
Ah, the smell.
2 dread and 2 armor? That's not what I want to put on a skeleton. Alright, so I'm probably not giving you custom armor then.
Behold my work.
5 luck and 5 evasion? That seems more like something I could happily put on one. Although that also seems like something that I want to put on a phantasm. Right? Luck and evasion, both phantasm stats. Let's go find our phantasm, pull you out, because phantasms are actually second liners, ideally. Yeah, you work on crit and evasion. Those are your kind of things, your bread and butter. And is that on a weapon as well? Yeah, it's on a weapon. Yeah, that should go to the phantasm, sorry. Although maybe now we just build a good phantasm instead. I don't think I have any brains at the moment. Yeah, definitely not, considering this is my second estate. Let's drop the focus on the brains there, though. Okay, so what would I build into a phantasm? Blood? I only got 2 pieces of blood, and both of them kind of garbage. I don't really want to give you that armor either, so, like, basically the only thing I want to do with a phantasm there is that weapon. And then level you up if I had the ability, but I don't, so I won't. Oh, flesh with +2 resistance and +2 armor. Unfortunately, I'm pretty sure that Dark Knights are not created with flesh. Yeah, Dark Knights are not created with flesh. That's really annoying. All right, Patricia, we'll throw you in there now. Need 2 extra units to sit in the library, 1 extra unit to sit in the Dark Lake, and then we can go back out on the missions. Okay, need something without a skull. Zombie.
Out the big guns.
Right, Iratus. Okay, I'm out of blood as well, so... Banshee? Yeah.
Useful if you can put up with their constant whining.
Excellent. Fill all these back up, and then we've got the ability to go into the next battle. Beautiful. Anything on the management layer that I want to care about at the moment? Blood Phantasm, didn't I have something I wanted to do with you in a part, in like position 2? Maybe not. Or maybe I gave it away to another character. That makes more sense for my kind of playstyle. Okay. Alright, let's try this out. Let's lose fewer than 1 characters this fight, please. Oh, God. Elite Demolitions Expert, that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a real problem. Oh. I can't really focus on the stone golems before the demolitions expert here. I think I might have to rely on Serpent Frog just pushing the demolitions expert back, and then the demolitions expert dying, taking out one of my units and one of the enemy units as well. Because it just seems like it's not going to be great for us. I could start using Think of Him, but... you know. I think that's a little too long to delay the start of the combat.
Yeah.
Ooh, good hit, good hit. You can happily throw out a rupture there. Hell yeah. If we can get the elite demolitions expert down early, oh, I'm going to be so pleased. Phantasm. So the problem is I don't want the Phantasm. Yeah, I don't want the Phantasm to move forward because then I deny Dysnomia the ability to use Rupture, which is the only ability Dysnomia currently has that can hit the 3rd line singularly. as well as the Blood Phantasm loses access to transfusion. That's a little less important, admittedly. I don't want to use Phantasmal Assault, move myself back 2 spaces, because then... Well, I guess after that, I would have the ability to hate Eternal, and then get back to the front line. Maybe that's actually worth it, then. Or I put a Mark of Retribution up on Disney. That makes the most sense to me, I think. And then after that, I can use a Hate Eternal to go forward. Take damage. Oh, okay. So it's only when units damage me, they'll actually take damage there. Not if they target me. Damn. Oh. I wish that had hit now. That one definitely did. And we didn't even hit you back. What? Enemies that attack the marked minion. So, never mind. Enemies that attack implies that even if they miss, they still attacked me. That was their action. It implies that you would still be able to deal damage back to them. Yeah, marks and stances and stuff like that seem to act a little inconsistently, in my opinion.
Impale this wretch.
Hate Eternal our way forward. Unfortunately, hit the wrong target. Had to know that was a possibility, though. Okay. I don't want to lose the Bone Golem here. I lose 25 Vigor to use that, though. I got a Nefarious Engine then instead. Oh, well. Damn it. Okay, at the very least, when the units are in the back line, it looks like they have to buff to try and move themselves forward.
My darling, kill.
Also, it does look like we will be able to take down the Elite Demolitions Expert in time. Neat. Oh, although our Lich also looks like it's going down in time.
This is my kind of entertainment.
Okay. Should the Lich kill Disnamir here and then summon a skeleton? I think Disnamir is too important. I think the Lich has to just die. So I lose Kyle. God, I'm losing members left, right, and center. It's happening constantly.
It would have been boring otherwise.
How did the... How... What? How did the Lich die there? I may have somehow missed that. Did the Lich hit the Lich back with the ability that Blood Phantasm had on... Because, no, Mark of Retribution says any enemy that attacks the marked minion, not any unit that attacks the marked minion. Enemy specifically means enemy. Why did the Lich die? That's really annoying. Oh, gosh. I'm just going to kill you. Well, I got redirected against the wrong target, so I didn't get the kill. And now I'm going to skip a turn here. That's really annoying. Bride of Iratus still is in line to be able to use her ult. That's useful at least.
One more for the stockpiles. Good shot, sweetie.
Uh-huh, thank you. Okay, we don't lose Serpent Frog yet.
Impale this wretch.
Alright. Throw a rose for Lady.
Ashes to ashes.
Great. I don't know if I have any magical damage that can be dealt to the front line here, so that could be a roll. Yeah, I don't really. So I'm going to mark you to deal magical damage back to the target if he hits you. Oh, God. Oh, we still have the Blood Phantasm at least. Yikes. All right, ignition. We win. Yeah. These fights are getting real hard. Oh, gosh. Yikes. Oh, it all hurts. Bride of Iratus. Yeah, I can upgrade my Brides of Iratus right now. That's neat. Increase the vigor recovery of minions not in battle by 100%. That would be a lot useful a while ago. Now I'm just still... oh, no. Alright, what makes a Bride of Iratus? Can make you with flesh. I don't want to give you the good flesh. I could give you a good heart. I could give you good bones. Okay. Can't give you good blood. Okay, let's look if we can give her some good heart and good bones.
It's no goal, but
+2 dread, +4 accuracy. No, that's not. Like the +4 accuracy is the only one there that's going to be significantly useful for us. I'm getting like a lot of stuff that increases the stats of my minions that I don't necessarily care about increasing. And that's, you know, not helping us.
behold my work.
+5 vigor, +2 armor. Again, like we have good heart and good flesh for a frontliner. We just don't have a hearty, fleshy frontliner. So what is a hearty, fleshy frontliner then? Hearty, fleshy frontliner is zombie. It has heart. No, it doesn't have heart. It just has flesh. Anyone else got heart and they're a frontliner? And I'm missing yet. Headhunter, you don't even have either of them. Lost Soul, Bone Golem. I really want to unlock the Vampire, the Fallen Dhampir, and the Ghoul. The Ghoul is also unlocked by dealing damage to your own minions, so like the fact that I'm running the Lich seems important just for unlocking the Ghoul at the very least. But also I am trying to mitigate as much of the damage as possible, so whether or not that's something worth focusing on is a completely different matter. Pick up the extra luck there on Serpent Frog. The extra crits are super useful, especially considering crits have the ability to stun a target for an action. It does feel like I now need to expand the Mortuary. So let's go create ourselves someone to chomp into there. Let's get a Garbage Wraith. Yeah,
The path is signed. Let's hope there was
Beauty.
no fine print.
right. So we can throw a Wraith in here to unlock extra area, then throw both of the extra units in there that desperately need your help. Now I need to somehow create a whole... oh, wait a second. Wait a second. The next space is a... oh, it's not a next space, it's a heal. Never mind. Next space is just a stale. That said, I still go there. That's fine. Yeah, 200 experience to Iratus, but it gives us 2 levels up. I don't understand that. Because 200 experience is a single full level bar here. I think it's miswritten. I think it's supposed to give you 400. And it just says the wrong number. I suspect. Alright. Alright. If we got this Standard of Darkness earlier, I think we actually would have been fine. I think it's kind of attrition that has torn my characters down over time here. So if we've got the Patricia in the frontliner, I wanted to have a Lich in the backline. I can't really afford one at the moment. Do I have any Liches in the graveyard? No. I have a Lost Soul out there. I could go with like a third line of Lost Soul and just not do a Banshee. Okay. Yeah, okay, I can see that so far. Then I could put a Bride of Iratus in the back line. Although probably the healthier of the available brides. And then second line is just like a skeleton if I can find one. I guess I could put a zombie in there, but the zombies always feel like they're garbage. Maybe I'm not focused enough on like the proper good things that zombies have though. Maybe it's me. Oftentimes can be. Alright. So at the very least, the Dark Knight will constantly have something good to do in that you can do No Tomorrow. Or Dashed Hopes, Feudal Hopes, whatever you would want to call it at the time. in order to set up for the Lost Soul, buffing the entire enemy party with the Stream of Delusion. So that's some really, really good AoE stress that we have the ability to take advantage of there. What else can Lost Soul do for us, though? Right? So Benevolent Spirit is really, really useful, right? Actually gives us access to a tangible heal here. Especially based off the fact that Patricia has decent resistance, we will be making a net benefit each time we do that. Receives a debuff. So do I have anyone else that buffs my enemies? Not really. I guess I could make a Bone Golem the second line. They're just good. They're just very big and very good. But they are sacrificial as well, and I don't know if I can afford to have sacrificial members in my party. So what would I do with a zombie if I had one? Ignore resistance, ignore ward. Like, that's just so garbage. Just like 80% to a single line. Guess the zombie has decent HP at the very least. Buckshot could be pitiful damage to everyone. Ignores armor. That's really important because, like, any amount of armor means Whistling Buckshot already does basically no damage to a target. So I think that could be a neat upgrade. I don't think I will ever upgrade more powder in any direction there. Bombardment. Again, that's only from the back lines, so ideally we're focusing on other things. I can ignite 2 enemies at the same time with Fiery Explosive. That could actually be significant. Okay, yeah. Okay, I'm a little bit more sold on the idea now. Don't care about your dread. Do care about your resistance and armor, though, because you are a second liner for us, so... I'll drop out that armor, craft myself a new zombie. Hey! So now that, you know, basically everyone's dead, let's make sure that... So Serpent Frog is still alive. Carl of the Wild is still alive. Drew PK... Drew 1 PKT is still alive. I keep getting those in the wrong order. My apologies, Drew. Yeah, no one else. Neat. Okay, so I should be able to name the rest of these characters as we go into our next fight. That said, one of these should probably be upgraded. I feel like that should probably be the zombie here, and then unlock the ability for Whistling Buckshot to ignore armor. Otherwise, a lot of the time, this is just nothing. Wait, no, it's not that. It's Fiery Explosive. Yeah, it's Fiery Explosive. Extra accuracy is super useful as well, but the ability to set 2 targets on fire for 2 turns seems really useful. And it gives us a little bit of magical damage in this build as well. Okay. So we've got Patricia in the front line, then 3 characters to be named. All right, zombie. The zombie would be Drew 1 PKT. However, Drew, you're already in here, and Patricia is already in the front line as well. Okay, that is a new Harkonian. Whoop, Harkonian. Excellent. Lost Soul, you will be a new Ballad. And then in the final line, that's our new Moms. Excellent. And we'll leap out into the combat. You can see that, like, these characters are significantly less powerful than characters I've had in earlier parts of this dungeon. That's what's making me a little uncomfortable. That's what's making me think, maybe I've already screwed up here. Let this slaughter commence. Stream of Delusion seems like it's how I'm actually going to be targeting these enemies. So. Fine. Yikes. That mark is for every attack against the target to be a critical hit. Yikes. That means that all of the enemies are going to be constantly healing stress off of that. No good for us. I also need to make sure that the demolitions expert doesn't make it to the front of the party.
Darling, kill.
The overseer hits me harder. Alright, no need to brag. Ooh. Defensive stance that I can already get the enemies out of. Neat. Love it. Let's set up some fire. May end up being necessary. May. Okay, Extreme Delusion to get the giant stress damage across the party. And again. And then I can use this warning shot to dispel the starts. Hey. If it wasn't so lacking in HP, I would have wanted a Lich as the second liner here. That could have been good. Ooh, Abyssal Hunger. Lovely. Happy to use that. Let's throw out another fiery explosive. So that just renewed the timer, it looks like, rather than adding an extra stack onto the guard in the front line, that is. Speaking of the guard in the front line, I think we should probably start focusing on damaging them. Or, no, I still want to move this demolitions expert back. It's really important that demolitions expert doesn't get to the front of the party and then blow up. Stop critting me. Please. Like, I know you're guaranteed to crit me with every single attack, so it makes only sense that you'll be critting me here, but please stop critting me. Just because I asked nicely. So the enemies currently have 6 buffs on them. Remove all buffs and debuffs from enemies, and Lost Souls allies gain 1+ damage until the battle ends. For each remove this way. Sure. Get casual +6 attack and +6 dread. Oh, it's +8 attack and dread on each character. Neat. Happy to have it. This seems like a good time for a Feudal Hopes and then an AoE stress plus buff to the enemies. Okay. Give him a good old Stream of Delusion here. Yeah, it's dealing decent damage. That much can't be avoided. It just still feels like the enemies having the ability to turn around and just start critting characters. Oh, God. I forgot about that. Oh, you're in the front line. I hate you so much. The demolitions expert needs to die right now, or I am going to lose my own minions. Miss. Yep. Thank you for attacking the demolitions expert. No! Oh, it was just repent or die. I thought the enemy was buffed. Whew, that would have been bad. Good hit.
Brave are an excellent source of fresh corpses.
So there you can see the bombardment from... Bombardment? No, it's called Cannonball. Moved the exploding unit back 2 spaces, but I didn't think the exploding unit was about to explode yet. Surely it had to take and skip a turn first. Like, that's its whole thing, is it not? So we got lucky there. If we missed that attack, we were just going to lose both of our frontliners there. Definitely got significantly lucky. So I'm doing this just to set up for my own heal. Oh, God, really? My own healing against this enemy next turn. Excellent. And see if we can get the kill. Beautiful. All right, we got a heal out there. Lancet. Lancet is super useful as well. Good weapon to have. Is it better than the weapon we currently have? Ugh, I would take over the Standard of Darkness. I love that Standard of Darkness. You know me. You know I'm into it. Yeah, I don't know if I want to lose that then. All right. So in the next position, I want to go over to the grave. Gets me an extra unit, and then there's the elite squad before a fountain. So I only have 1 combat rather than 2, and I've got a rest at the end of them. Seems useful for me. We'll go over to the grave and see what we can pick up. Which of these is the best? I want another Bride of Iratus, just because my brides are really, really powerful. Yeah. Because my brides can be really, really powerful as a result of the talent tree that I've already taken down to Love Potion for extra luck, evasion, and accuracy on a bride. I don't know if I take Ballard back out. Is Ballard even needed in this party is a question. So I don't know if I have to go physical damage or stress damage in this combat is the thing. And if I take the Ballard out, then I basically lose most of my stress damage. That is true, but if I replace it with a Bride of Iratus, then I actually keep a lot of my stress damage. Right? Because the Bride is still really, really good at directed and targeted stress. Alright, so if we're going to have another character out here. Did anyone die recently? Patricia Harkonian, Moms, Ballard. Yeah, I think we have a character that's not named right now. Oh, got these back as well. Blood Phantasm and Serpent Frog should probably go in the back line. That Serpent Frog should go in the back line. I also kind of do want the Blood Phantasm in the second. And when I say kind of, I mean like desperately. Next cav. That is Call of the Wild. Yeah, you probably shouldn't be just sticking around in there at the moment. Let's throw a zombie and Moms, I guess, in there. So Call of the Wild, Harkonian, Moms, Ballard, Patricia, Serpent Frog. Who's missing now? Someone in one of these? Oh, Drew? I think we're missing a Kyle right now. Yeah, that was our Lich that just went down. Okay, so the new Bride of Iratus is Kyle. Or the Blood Phantasm is Kyle. And then I think we're also missing a Neo right now. So Blood Phantasm, actually you'll be Neo. Makes a little bit more thematic sense, that kind of dodging ethereality. And then Kyle on our Bride of Iratus. Is that the build I want to take out? It might be, but I should definitely throw people into heals and stuff like that right now. Then we have 2 in the library. Neat. Okay, at the very least, we're still getting, like, you know, near maximum benefit that we can afford from our graveyard at all times. So if Neo is going to be in line to... You focus on your luck and evasion. Okay, yeah, so you don't really crit that much right now. That is actually a little bit of a problem for me, the whole not critting often. Maybe I give you Blood Diamond. Right? Gives you the ability to be a little bit faster on your turns. Gives you a block as well. Also keeps you around a little longer. Then I can put Kyle Blood Diamonds as well. Fine. Fine. I don't want to hold on to these and then get to the end and be like, oh, okay, I actually can't win anymore. Damn, guess I wish I'd given those things out earlier. Don't want to do that to myself again. I've done it enough times. All right. Is there any consumable that I want to use for the next battle? Yeah, probably just the bundle of dynamite. I want to use the lower accuracy ultimately in the boss combat, just because it'll last for longer. So we'll throw the bundle of dynamite into our hand and then go into the next combat. All right. Oh, I hope I haven't made some awful mistake here. Okay. All the enemies took a bunch of damage at the start there. Obviously, we're going to focus on trying to kill the non-taskmasters first. Just because they have lower HP, easier to target, that kind of thing.
this wretch.
I think I should also probably throw out Flames of Love here. Yeah. Just start igniting you. Patricia is taking very little damage. I'm happy to see it. There will be a little bit of pushing because of the elite taskmasters here, but I think ultimately I do just focus on killing a hunky first. Had to steal a turn from a character. Hopefully that's not one of those that accidentally perma stuns my character, because that was really garbage and I was sad about it. I don't really want to move backwards right now. I'm gonna use transfusion. Please attack the Phantasm. Thank you. Phantasm, now heal all of my allies. Yeah. Unfortunately, who heals the Phantasm, right? It's the big concern that we've got.
Impale this wretch.
Okay. Ooh, good crit. That's a stun for a whole ass turn right there. Beautiful, beautiful. I think Neo should probably just throw out normal attack right now. Yeah, unfortunately, if they just buff each other endlessly, like, they can actually become good.
My darling, kill.
Just gonna use the Bone Spear there. Happily take out the extra target easily. And, I mean, it looks like this elite combat has been, so far, the easiest combat I've had in this whole run. There's not so much a difficulty curve in this game as there's, like, just a weird difficulty kind of, what would they call it? The flatline machine? It's not a flatline machine. It's not made to flatline. Well, I guess technically it is made to flatline. On the heart rate monitor, that is.
Its bowels just as it died.
Glad to know it. Thank you. Hang on, has my unit been stunned forever? Oh yeah, it just skipped its turn and now it's still stunned. Yeah, again, there appears to be a thing in the game where units can just be stunned forever, and that's not cool. That is something that I hope is, number one, a bug rather than intentional, and number two, fixed by the time the game comes out, because that can be real frustrating as a player. Alright, so now we have an extra scroll for using Skullfall in combat. I think that's just like a giant hit to the enemies. I get to move one space and heal myself, and then the start of the next episode, because we are 43 minutes in, so I gotta do this. I'm sorry to, but I gotta, is going to be the fight against the boss of the floor. For the moment, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Iratus, Lord of the Dead. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you again.